Um, they chose the worst person to do this. Should I? Do you guys like us to sing again? One song? Just one? Just one? Just so that we can like relax, guys. Like, so are you relaxed? Are you sure? Okay. Sanibonani guys. Gama lami nginguNqobile Nokuthula kaMthombeni, and I will be leading this discussion, right? So please participate. So it's my crown. Okay. Let's talk. We are here to talk. We are here to have a conversation. We are here to help each other out. Ne? So you see that gents are singing. Guys are not pressured in any way. Wow. Hectic. Okay. Guys, disclaimer, right? I really don't know how to do this. It's my first time. I tried watching a few podcasts, tried watching a few YouTube videos for pointers on how to do this. So I'm trying my utmost best here, okay? Thank you. In this session with the ladies, we will be talking about nourishing female friendships, right? The reason we are talking about female friendships is that I understand ukuthi there's some of us that truly believe in we don't want friends. We don't want friends. How many of us don't want friends with girls? In all honesty. You see? And you prefer having platonic friendships or friendships with the Janes, right? And we don't want friends at all. Wonderful. Okay, and then there's also people that don't believe in friendship at all, right? So today I just want us to talk about friendships because I believe they influence a lot in the way that we think and in things that we do. Some of the things that you do, you pick them up from the people you surround yourselves with, right? So, what is a friend? Who is a friend? What makes a person a friend? Why do we suddenly have one mic? What makes a person a friend? Why do you consider the person you have as a friend a friend?
Sorry. Hi guys. I think what considers a friend is if you share the same values. And yeah, I think the same values are very important. Like, yeah, just values. I think that's for me. That's my thing. Anyone else?
1, 2.
Don't make me pick. Anyone else?
Hi guys. What makes a friend for me is love, firstly. A friend is supposed to love you, even to the point whereby if they can see that you are going somewhere, it's going to hurt you, they don't love you enough to pull you out of that situation. Friend is consistent. A friend loves at all times. I think most importantly, a friend should love at all times. And I do agree, it should be, you guys should have mutual values.
Anyone else from that side? Tando, then going to run. Tando, then the mic.
What makes a friend? I think
spoke about Ubuti. When you have a friend, you guys need to have the same values. What happens then in a case whereby I need to our friends have other friends, right? So you have that you have a friend. Okay, for example, I had a friend, right, once upon a time. But my friend was my friend. When she was with me, right? She was such a great person. But when she was with her other friends, she had serious mean girl energy. She was just a mean girl. I didn't prefer her with her other friends, right? So you as the friend on the other side, the given the good friend in this case, how do you as a friend pull that friend out? Do you pull them out or do you cut them off? Cut them off? Are we cutting them off or are we... Tisha? Okay. Those that are saying we must cut them off, can they please give me a reason? Why should we cut them off? Why do we not give friends the same grace we give everyone else? So, why are we cutting them off? Nomfundo, you said we must cut them off. Okay, hi guys. My name is Nomfundo.
Mike. Oh, I'm from the capital city.
Oh God. Of which province?
Thank you. But there are three. I'll just be specific. The one in Gauteng.
Bored.
Thank you. More specific. The one now apparently that has the largest township.
Bored.
Okay, ngiyadlala, ngibuye Mamelodi. I was just being spicy. Okay, so me on a personal basis, why I cut you off is now, for me, you are not reflecting your true character, because how can you be this way to me but be another way to another person? So now that also tells me, ukuthi shukuthi mangajika kayi-one, chances are you could be like that to me. So give me, it shows ukuthi you only being nice to me because there is something that you're gaining from me. And you're being a mean girl energy to those ones because you're trying to show your superiorness to them. Which shows me ukuthi kahle kahle unhloboni yepende. So that's why I would cut off, because I mean at the end of the day, if you really wanna be my true friend, you'll be the same to me and to them.
Anyone else? Why are we cutting them off? Because we're very quick to cut people off. No one ever said anything this side. Anybody?
Hi guys, Luanda from Carolina. Talking from experience, I'm the friend that has been cutted off.
Shame.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt, shame. I'm on the good side. I'm on the good side. They cutted me off because there are certain stuff that they want to do and I don't want to be part of. So yeah, they cutted me off, and because I'm a church girl, I do a lot of church stuffs, and I cannot be part of those certain stuff that they do because they don't even do church. I could invite them and say, hey guys, let's go to church, hey, like everything. They will still not come. So I was cut off, and I'm really fine, shame guys, I'm not heartbroken.
Okay, and then I also want to know why is it necessary for us to give our friends grace, and how much grace do we actually extend to people of which we don't share the same values or principles with?
Okay, Sanwani.
Hello.
Hi. I'm also the person who's not for cutting off people. Abangaziyo kahle. They know. And they actually fight with me because I'm the friend who has grace for days, right? So I believe, guys, people are not perfect, and people, they need to grow. people need to be given space to grow and improve themselves, you know? So I know that people can change as well, right? Not, okay, well, we are Christian. I wouldn't necessarily be friends with people who are not Christian because then we don't have the same values and then it can maybe ingangiphazamisa endleleni yami. But I have grace for the friends that I make along the way as well because I've had friends which we've been friends for a long time and I've learned a lot about friendship. There is times when um, we can get space from each other and I give you a chance to reflect on your actions and not necessarily cut you off and communicate because sometimes that's another thing with this generation is that we don't want to communicate things and say, listen, I didn't like this and this and this. And when you do this, this is how it makes me feel. It's easier to just cut the person off than actually addressing the issue. And sometimes the issue is not something you can solve now. You need time and space from each other. And then you try again and you see. But I do think if the friendship is becoming very toxic and it's affecting you in a very bad way, like your mental health, and you know, this friend is really, then you can still, you know, give them space and see. If it doesn't get better, then just extend the space again. But don't just close the door, guys. Give people a chance. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
All right. I actually agree with Mpumi, but I'm trying not to be biased. Ne? It's because it brings me to my next question. Uguti, why is it so difficult to communicate our needs with our friends, with a friend, right? Because we go through different stages. We grow, right? In growing, we tend to outgrow certain things, right? I had a friend. I've got a lot of former friends, right? I've got a lot of former friends. I've got 3 friends remaining. So I had a friend, and we got along, you know. But as you grow, you develop certain things, and you meet certain people. People pick up certain habits, awareness it is, and then I'm not for that. But then now, me and this person are It's not like we fought or anything. Why is it so difficult for me as a person to be like, actually, I don't want to be a friend anymore, bruh? Why is it so difficult to communicate with actually it's not working out? Don't worry, I've got this one.
I think going back to what Ntokozo, right? Ntokozo said, Uguti, because you love that person so much, it's like kubuhlungu, actually kunzima to break someone's heart that you love, you know. So ending that thing means that you can no longer point to that thing, and that's a painful thing. Now you're grieving someone that's alive because you can't love them anymore.
Okay. There's another one.
Sanbanani, Kamalam Nompumelelo from Kangala. I wanted to add what Tusito said. Sometimes as people, as njengoba sisi sibangani, it's hard to let go, but then at some point we have to come to, eh, ngithini? We have to come to ish. Hey, Nkosi yami, amagama ayabaleka, ayabaleka, ayabaleka. Kumele kumele sifike la, we have to get to a point whereby kumele sihlukanise ukuthi umngani, kunomngani, and then kunomuntu engikhule naye. Kunomuntu engizwana naye, engimaziyo, engincedana naye, and then there's a friend, umngani.
Wait.
Okay. I wanted to also add, but I think uthethe point yam. But ngizongena ngizoqhubeka. I think it depends on the love that you have nalo muntu ne. So sometimes njengompumbe kasashilo, you extend grace because you are hoping ukuthi uzoshintsha, yabona. But it gets too much, or rather ngathi, for example ngami ne, I've learned to go to my personality type is the one that attracts ama-narcissist kakhulu. Because, you give grace kakhulu, like you can change, you can, because I love you and ngiyakubona ukuthi you can be better, yabona. But right now, manalabangani laba, you're not so much of yourself anymore. Ngiyakubona as who God called you to be, yabona. And so you extend that grace, you extend, and then it gets too much, and then yeah, kuze kube nini. But what was the question again? Because of the love you have for the person, yes.
There's that one over there, Nomfundo.
Okay. So my thing is, ne, I fully agree with the ladies who spoke before me, ne? But my thing is also how personally, on our personal basis, how is our communication skills? Because it might be that, yeah, we talk, we chat, we vibe, and it's all great, but do we get down to the nitty gritties of what is this friendship? What are my expectations for this friendship? Yes, what are we, kahle kahle, because we're just moving at a vibe, yoguti, sobona Jochomi, we have common things. But what is our friendship? What is the basis of our friendship? Because most of the time is that friendships or relationships are killed because of unknown expectations. You might be expecting me to be loyal to you, but I do not know that, and thus I am not loyal to you. So now I cannot meet an expectation I do not know of. So the biggest question is, how is our communication on a very deep and personal level, which is also something that we are afraid to go to, because ngisabe ukuthi mangakutshela ukuthi kahle kahle Mpumi, I need someone who's loyal. I need someone ukuthi if we're going out, I'm like Mpumi, angina mali, but I'd really love to go on a date with you. And I'm expecting someone who would be like, Chomi, for this time, I got you. So we are afraid to have hard conversation within the friendship, which is why now it gets to a breakup. And I'm just like, rather than hitting someone, Joe Utambona, So it's a matter of how is our communication skills.
Sanibonani, Kamala Muthando Lwethu. I also want to add on to Ifear. Sometimes you do not want to tell them because you fear the unknown. In my case, like from a personal experience, back in high school, I had like rated friends, right? And it's because we're from one community. So because angikhona ukubatshela ukuthi ish guys, le friendship man, mina ingihlaleli kahle, and then you guys are just, you guys are at it, yabo. So ngisaba nokuthi they're gonna, bazong sideline, and manje I'm gonna look like that girl who does not have friends. Like, what's wrong with you, yabo? So I kind of like feared ukuthi bantu bazongibheka ngathi kahle kahle inkinga yimi kanti no, yabo. So sometimes it's you having to understand ukuthi athi ngingasabi, let me just, and being a loner is not wrong. However, do have a few people that you talk to, yabo. Yeah.
Hi guys. I just want to add something there to what Unumfundo said. Also, not establishing the kind of friendship or the level of it is a problem. Because to someone else you might be a best friend, but to them you're just a friend. So as girls, we fail to tell each other, Uguti, it's not that deep, Because those expectations come in. I can't fulfill the expectations because you were never really my best friend. You were just my going out friend. So the fact that you don't even set that foundation of what kind of friendships are we having, that's when because as a best friend. Now it's so difficult for me to tell you, Guti, sorry, I can't be your friend anymore. Yeah.
Shoo. So basically, our uncommunicated needs are what makes our friendships baseless in a way. Ukuthi, there's nothing in these friendships but just vibes. Because we are unable to tell each other the truth. Because I feel, Uguti, if I can be your friend and there's certain things I just can't tell you, I'm not really your friend, Mos. It's no longer a friendship, right? But as Ukanyi is saying, Uguti, the other person is seeing you as a best bumba, umngani wakhe omkhulu kakhulu. But then when you feel like, hey, bruh, actually, you kind of rash. I'm a classy girl. You know, how do we go? You see, we have those difficulties. Ukuthi, angeke ngikwazi, I don't wanna break your heart, shame. Ukuthi ngikutshele ukuthi, hey, mfethu, between you and I, it's not that deep. Right? Between you and I, it's not that deep. But we need to get to a point where we are able to differentiate between our friends and people as now, right? Because I think we carry a lot of people as nabo in the name of friendship, and they are taking us nowhere. So how do we support our friends even when we don't agree with them? Because now we've carried those people, right? Bantes nabo, we have not cut them off. How do I then support you as Ngobile? Ngobile has horrible financial decisions. Not me, the example. Right? Because sometimes, okay, yeah, let's make drinking a problem, right? Unqobile is a drunkard. Yeah, unqobile uphuza utshwala, right? But then unokuthula akaphuza utshwala. And unokuthula nonqobile only meet in church. While hi guys, I can't use my names. Can I have a friend? Lihle, can you be my friend? Okay, Lihle is my friend. So Ulihle has a separate life that I don't agree with, but she's also my friend. How do I support Ulihle in this life that she's living, but without really breaking her heart? Do I support Ulihle? Do I carry on keeping Ulihle as a friend? Or this is where Lihle and I need to have the breakup of what are we? Because we don't have the what are we conversations with our friends. We grow up with people, we keep them around, they are just there. We do life with them, but we don't really set boundaries and set rules around our friendships. So ngimenzani uLihle? Do I keep Ulihle around? Why are we keeping Ulihle around, Dozo?
From my personal I was the friend who wasn't living the correct way, and my best friend was the one. So in the beginning, we didn't have the same values, but in a way, according to her, she saw the person that God had made me to be. So she was patient with me, and she tried taking me to church. She respected the times whereby I said no. So as years went by, I eventually became that person, and now things are great because I'm that person that she saw. So I think she was really patient with me, and she showed me grace more than anything. So, yeah.
Would you say that your friends, the way your friend was patient with you and carried you and was graceful towards you, is you could say it has led you to this point? With or without her, would you have gotten here?
No,
Is it?
honestly, my friend is the first person that I met Jesus through.
Okay.
I learned finally what it meant to love a person unconditionally through her. So I don't think I could be here without her. So
You see, guys, when you give people grace to a certain degree, it works out, right? But sometimes it can be a burden to you. It can be too much. It was umthwalo umuntu umbona ukuthi yabo manje komugogodlong. Sabudisi ke nje ubudisi dog. So I think the conversation with giving our friends grace has both the good and the negative side of it. Because people take advantage of umusa. Even us, we take advantage of umusa kaNkulunkulu. Bewuyini ke wena as a friend, as a person that I live with. Yabo? Because I feel like the longer you carry someone, the more heavier they become. Especially if they, as a person, they're not trying to do anything about it. Which now, I have not told you, Uguti, actually, lento yakho yalabangani bakho abanye is not a working system. But I let you be because bandla bandla umnganam, nami umnganam, mara naye umngani wabo. Yabo? So now I want us to like mention rather the things that what do you think is important in setting a friendship? Those boundaries. What do you think is what yin lento that is important in a friendship that needs to be there? Tandunga tand. These people here are clients. Those 3 rows. Sengiyakhulumisana-ke manje. What is important in a friendship to you? It must be there. Our uncommunicated what did we call them? Expectations. Let's communicate them now. You don't have to. You are Nostalo from Mamelodi.
What I think is important in a friendship is respect. Why I say respect, if, for example, I say I don't like this, you should be able to understand and, give me my own space. Yeah. If I'm saying, dude, I don't like it when you do this, please respect me enough to not do that. Yeah. Respect is very important in all relationships that you have.
Okay, we have respect. What else? We have Usisi at the back.
Sanibonani. Igama lami nguZinhle. I think for me, ku friendship ne is ukubona umuntu if akekho right. Umuntu akhona ukungibona if I'm not okay. I don't have to say it, but angibona ukuthi I'm not okay. And mina abangani bami ne bosisi bami. So this other time yena lo ngilele and I wasn't okay. Ngilele uthi why ulele njalo? Ngithi ngilele njani? Uthi ulele so and usually when ama ungekho right ulala so. So lento leyo yangenza ngifeel ukuthi okay like yeah uyabona I don't have to say yonke into but ngithi hayi ngiright uthi ulele square ene ma ulele square ukuthi akukho right usually when ngilala straight so into leyo ekumele umngani wami ayibone ukuthi okay uzinto akakasho ngokuthi akekho right but she's not okay.
Okay, so umngani needs to see you when you are not okay. But are we not expecting too much from people by saying Guti they need to be able to differentiate you? I just want to pose a question to Uguti, because we say Uguti, my friend needs to see Uguti, I'm not okay. My friend needs to figure out Uguti somehow. I'm not gonna say I'm not okay, but for some odd reason, my friend is supposed to know that I'm not okay. Are we not expecting too much from people? Given, I need to when I understand how a friend can get to a point of seeing that you are not okay. It's because maybe you spend time together and we are born out okay. Maulala squint usually not okay. But on what ground do we stand on to say you are supposed to see?
Okay, can I just say something before Nia Zutan? I want to say, Uti, one of the qualities that will make a foundation of a friendship last is genuineness. Because if you genuinely want to be my friend, you are going to learn me. Just like how we expect the other gender to learn you so that he knows what you don't like and stuff like that. As a friend, being genuine towards the next person allows you to even effortlessly know them. And then even in the process of knowing them, there are certain things you pick up. Hence, she was able to pick up Utulale Ganjan. Because umfundile wambona genuinely so.
Also to add on that, sometimes you don't have to force a relationship no more. And this happens when it's not forced. It's literally from the heart and the longevity of how long the relationship has gone. So if you guys have been there for each other for some years, you will understand ukuthi umnganami namhlanje yabo C sharp. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted clarity on that. Are you answering the question of force? Okay.
I think into that we're not paying attention to at the beginning stages of the relationship
ne kunalento yokuthi hey chomunga unjani ngiyaphila where else you know ukuthi awuphili. I think from that moment mention ukuthi angikho right because since sengakafundani anisho nisaqala the relationship why what's going on and then ukuya phambili sakazokwazi okay makaso unje but ekuqaleni unjani hayi ngiyaphila but you know ngaphakathi awukho right why ungasho ukuthi angikho right and then start from there.
Vele why ungasho ukuthi awukho right in the beginning? Like why kumele sengibhuleke mina ukuthi you're not okay? Why ukuthi alright? If I'm your friend and I say how are you and then you say no right. Ngiyenze njani mina? Lahla amathambo.
Sanibonani once again. Ngihleli lana I am listening and while I am listening kunalokhu kufika kimi lokhu kokuthi at first when we were asked ukuthi konje mzala what's the first question about relating how ukuthi umngani wakho izinto ezishiwo they were like ama values and yabona is and love what and then a question elandelako kwaba ukuthi how do you give grace uyabo and then engikunoticeile ukuthi loku okushiwoko ukuthi as much as we have said ukuthi if we consider someone a best friend you guys need to have certain values okushiwo those friends that you are giving grace to ama beliefs wakhona ahlukile kunala wena kumele sibe na certain values. You understand? Because you have you are not a narcissist but you are a friend with someone who is a narcissist. Is that
Then you need to answer, how do I cut that person off? Ngiphuma njani kuye without ukumkhuba. Because this person considers me as umnganakhe. Yazithulela. How guys, we can't ghost people. Are we ghosting friends? Isn't ghosting abuse? Up my psychologist. Isn't ghosting abuse?
Caesar, mama, please. And you said you give too much grace. And like grace, it gets hurting me in a certain way. And when I have a friend, if I have a friend, and Unwabile keeps on, Unwabile has a best friend which Ubongi, and she acts a certain way with Maranami, and also act a certain way Maranobongi. Isn't this Kulumengazo ukuthi a friend needs to have trust? How will I trust ukuthi because ngimthemba njani akakhulumi indaba zami no best friend yakhe le because ukhulume kusho ukuthi uba ngomunye umuntu and mina ngapha ngimvulela isifuba sami uncobile nakanobongi ngimbona unale character ngiyabona ukuthi hayi uyazivuzisa ugel no uyazivuzisa leza zami because I've still ngiyayibona character le isivuzisa
my news.
So ngihleli laphansi I'm trying to find ukuthi okay ngilapha abantu engibaconsider as my friends sikuphi kahle kahle and how do I even get to a point whereby ngimnikela ugrace or ngimghoste or ngimkhathe off ngifika njani and that hayi ukuthi ngina something to say but nginemibuzo ukuthi how do I get there ngimnikela uncobile njengoba athi makafika kubongi asame ekhulu ngibone ukuthi no she's vuzising like there's vuzising that is happening how do I deal with unqobile uyabo please ngibonile psychology mama please
how do we know that she's not vuzising indaba zami with her other friends? Mama Tibela, good afternoon. Yes. I'm just saying hi. Why are you fighting?
Okay, Mina, I think I hear what Sisi is saying, ne? She's talking about the things that we mentioned that are foundational in friendships. Ne? Ukuthi sithe zibalulekile kithi, and it's what makes a friend to you. So le challenge osowubhekene nayo, ubhekana njani nayo ngoba wena uthe umuntu owumngani kuwe, umuntu oso, right? If ngiyakuzwa ile nto oyishoyo. All right. So I do believe that before you make friends, you need to make sure that those things that are important to you are there in that friend, right? Mina ngifika ekutheni ngale ndlela unqobile achaza ngayo bese right. Bengikubona lokhu bengikufisa kuwena. But along the road, things changed. Yeah, understand? Maybe we were besisonke, sikhule mhlambe besisonke high school. And then now we went to varsity. And now you are changing. You're not necessarily the person ebengimjwayele. You understand? So what do I do now? Hence, Mina, that's where I come in to say that people, they need to develop themselves and people need to grow. Hence, this is where I'm saying the grace must come in. But walking into a friendship oyibonayo ukuthi ayiyosebenza le, ama-red flags akhona, but you are still going into that friendship and you are growing that friendship. For me, you are trapping yourself, and now we must help you in a trap you got yourself in. Yeah, so I think those are things you need to consider. But when things change and kuba nama phases and challenges within the friendship, that's where I'm talking about extending the grace and not just simply cutting people off. Yeah.
Nosqalo.
I have like something to say about like friendships. Like I believe that it's okay not to be friends with someone. Like you singakhona ukuzwana, you know, get along, vibe if we need to, but like you if indeed our values or kenzeka ukuthi okay, you're the person that I thought you are, then you changed. I believe that we can, yeah, like we don't have to be friends anymore. Like we don't have to be friends to talk, to chill together.
It can just be a person that you know. But then in having people that you know, because it is said ukuthi no man is an island, you need to have a community, and friendships is just one of those other communities that you can have. You know, we can have the community of a church, but now when I come to church, I'm not gonna talk to Ulihle and tell Ulihle my deepest, darkest secrets or my the things that really bother me. And therapy is not cheap, right? But our friends are there to take us through certain things. Sometimes you need to have that bond with someone. Not really need, but guys, trialana nabantu, you know. And then we were still talking, guys. You have not answered me. Ukuthi, do we ghost them, cut them off, or what? How do we go about letting friends go? There's a okay, before we get to Tando.
Sanibonani. Mina igama lami uLucia. So to answer the question, koyithini? Oh, njengoba basichazele ekuqaleni ukuthi monayo umngane wakho ne kumnandi ni-two, meni-two kumnandi. Then meseka nalaba abanye abangani bakhe seka-actor somehow, yeah. Mina ngicabanga ukuthi komele umtshele kuqala, like approach umtshele ukuthi into eso awuyithandanga. Then if uyachubeka, maybe uzochubeka ukuqala nesomtshelile, ungambekezelela. Kwesi-two, mkhathe off, mghoste futhi uyothini futhi enye. Cause umtshelile ukuthi awuyithandi lento ayenzayo. So
Nomfundo. That side, oh Tando.
How long do you support or carry an unequally yoked relationship or friendship? How long do you support something that depreciates your mental health?
We are getting to that question. We are getting there. Tobega, you had your hand up.
Okay, hi guys again. Mina, I would like to emphasize on a point enzo Nostalo ukuthi you don't have to cut people off, you just need to change the category and the role that they play in your life. So if someone was my friend and manje, I feel like our values are not the same or my expectations agas meet or whatever the case is, then it can be someone I know, they can be someone I can talk to, you know, here and there, but they're not going to be my friend necessarily. So that's what I've learned personally, not to cut people off, but to change the category that, you know, they have in my life. And that just makes things easier. Like with colleagues, for an example, I don't believe making friends with colleagues, they remain colleagues. And if we talk about things, we can talk about other things outside of work, but that's it. Like I don't want to attach, like over attach and give people like titles that they don't even deserve in most cases or they don't keep necessarily. So for me, I'll emphasize on the point you're going to just change the category and the role that they play in your life.
Sanibonani. Mina igama lami nguBunhle from eKangala branch, ne? Personally, ngifila ukuthi ezinye izinto masisibekezela kufika la kumele sikhathe khona ama-ties. You can be a friend with someone and then akukhube aphinde akukhube ulibele umtshela kuyofika la ungasafuni khona kumele umtshele lo muntu loyo ukuthi I've been talking to you about this thing, I didn't like it and you kept on doing it. So since well you don't want to stop doing it, let's part ways because clearly we can't live ngendlela right yabo. So communication, khuluma, uyicacise indaba nje. Yeah.
I'm of the same view that guys, I don't know. I don't think we should ghost people. Like, or maybe it's because I like to overextend myself to people, but I wouldn't say as ghost name, guys. A ghost umuntu kumziba, right? Awusamkhulumisi. But do you not feel like you're carrying anishe esifubeni ngathi neindaba nyane ekumele nizixoxe? But I feel like when you end a friendship, do we not talk about it? No, guys, wait. Hold on. So when you end a friendship, you guys don't talk? We just...
Let me explain ghosting. Ne? Sometimes you do it unintentionally because you know sometimes let's say ngimga nompum mamela ngimga nompum ne, and you realize ukuthi man, every time we communicate I'm the starter. Mpumi unjani, I check up, I start the conversations, and then you backtrack a bit to check ukuthi will you extend me the same courtesy. But as time goes you see ukuthi man, kahle kahle I was alone in this friendship. I'm the one checking, I'm the one doing that. And you slowly but surely now stop communicating with the person. And eventually sometimes it gets to a point where you've ghosted because you've stopped talking. Or sometimes ne, it's different things that tend to make a person ghost. Sometimes a person hurts you. And because I lack communication skills, angithi manje ma text, I'm like, yeah, this one. And then I don't text back. Eventually, a week turns into 2 months, 2 months into a year, and I've ghosted you. But my thing was, I'm still hurt from what you did to me. So that's how ghosting is or happens. Sometimes you don't like nyom ghoster, but sometimes it's a matter of a self-defense. Sometimes it's a matter of assessing what's going on. I have ghosted. I've been ghosted. It's not nice. It's not healthy for you to ghost or be ghosted because you get there are feelings that linger and you don't know what to do with them. So it's better for you. And sometimes you going back to the person and having a conversation, you're going to look. Our friendship was great. It was nice, but I have a problem with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I can no longer continue. It might not benefit your relationship with that person, but it could help that person for their next friendship. So in a sense, ukuthi okunye nginyathela ama-cons ngingazi. So mase lungigosta, ngiyochubeka nginyathela ama-cons and Mpumi makadlula. Vele nama unjani abengani? Wena kahle kahle ubenzani? And sometimes I don't know that I'm doing something to these people because no one extended me the courtesy to be like, Joe, this habit of yours, hi man, and if now you come and extend to me and be like, this is why our friendship is ending, I can now be aware of it and correct it in the next friendship that I go into.
That example of Uguti, you are the one that is always, you are the one that initiates, you start the conversation, mangaga phone or phone. Then leyo I understand. But like we're gonna be friends and talk, and then you decide to have a problem and not say anything. That's where I have a problem. But I feel like we're dwelling too much on the on the same thing, right? Tando, I don't want to leave your question out, Konjo Uteni, before we move on.
How long do you support an unequally yoked relationship? Like, how long do you support something that ruins your mental health?
How long do we carry these friends? I'm all for grace, so can I have someone else answer that one? Do we carry them or do we drop them quick in a hurry? Because I'm all for extending grace. I will carry you. I'll carry you.
Can you please repeat the question?
How long do we carry an unequally yoked friendship? Keyword, unequally yoked.
I think, I also believe in grace, but at some point you need to realize ukuthi, that unequally yoked friend can swallow you as well. So to some extent, yes, the grace is there where you are like, okay, ngiyabona ukuthi okay manje asikho ekuboneni izinto ngokufana, because there are certain ways that you are going to bring solutions to them and they will think uzibona ngathi ungqono because when we later a Christian-based solution. So, and I think when you can see what it's starting to make you fall into what they're doing, it's best if you walk away.
Okay, and then I think my next question is more of an introspection, right? Because now as a person, you're not a perfect friend. Because I think we also we look at ourselves in a friendship on the receiving end, right? But you as the giving friend, what are your personal red flags if you are willing to share? I will ghost you. I'm the worst communicator emhlabeni. Ngizothula. Wakhipha indaba zethu. But I know I I'm not the greatest in keeping up.
Sanbanan.
Yes.
Kalukpendula ne. Do you carry that person? Ne? My reason is umuntu loyo makanoka aloka kuwega kanjalo alonga irritate or akhuluma ngawe or athini noma yini. Mina ngibona ngathi umuntu lo asingani umkhulekele umkele kuNkulunkulu. Yeah, like because uzoloko ukhathala phela na umuntu uzoloko nangumbuza ukuthi ini no man. Yeah, no one. Yeah, uzadila naye. Uyamkhulekela ukuthi akathenje. ifike phala awa kamara na uzie kumyekele mos. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, we're still talking about things that make us bad friends. As a person, when mouth bigger, where do you lack in your
Ngithanda kubulisa egameni lenkosi. Libito lami mina ngintando wakamalaza Sibongo. While I'm Middleburg, but I was invited by someone from the Witbank branch. Me as a red flag, ne, masingitbheka. I don't share my opinions. I don't share my opinions. Bangani bam bangasho ukuthi for example, let's book a guest house. I would want to say no, but I would be scared to say no. Reason being, I do not share my opinions. Instead, I'll just move myself or try and say, I have other plans instead. And they'll just go along. Or they would drop the thing and just all go then. Yes.
That's serious. The inability to share what you want with your friends.
Sanibonani. Igama lami nguHleziphi ne. So mina into engibhad ngayo ngilo mngani lokuthi I will disappear the whole week. The whole I would like isicabene, it's just that mina ngizonyamalala yabo. Angeke sikhulume every day man, busy. Mara sibangani mina nawe. Yeah.
As we grow older, guys, see busy. Nomfundo, see busy. Nomfundo, see busy. As we grow older as friends, see busy.
Hi
Okay,
guys.
there's a opinion. This
Hi
side.
guys.
Sabot.
My name is Tato from Ekangala.
Tato.
What makes me to become a bad friend is I have a friend, ne? And umngani wami ne kunomunye umngani qeda ukufika. Ufuma from Bomhlanga. So then loyo mngani uyi bad friend. So then ufike angiphuca umngani wami.
So what makes you the bad friend?
So then manje sinomngani wami asekho vele yabona musi. So then ish
Skhala kanye
mngani
nawo.
wami bangithathele
Shuthi
wena.
sorry.
Ngobile, can I ask a question?
Kanye has a question.
There's
Let's
this-
also give Pumla a mic so she can share what she's saying this side. Yeah, I'll ask you a question and then Pumla will.
On top of the whole the red flag thing, ne? There's this thing babies are a low maintenance friend and a high maintenance friend, right? The low maintenance friend is Ngobile, right? And her, where she goes and doesn't talk to you for 2 weeks, a week, you know? And then a high maintenance friend is the one you talk to twice a week, 3 times a week. You guys are constantly talking. Can low maintenance friends and high maintenance friends be friends?
No, I say no. I don't know what anyone else is saying, but I say no. Okay, Pumla's going to share what she was saying.
So basically, what I was saying is that I think we need to differentiate between friends and friends. You know, I think, yeah, guys, there's a difference. There's, I'm your friend. I see you. You know, you want to go out for a bite. Let's go out for a bite. We can go. You haven't spoken to me in a week. It's okay. I'll see you next week. I'll see you at school. You know, those are just friends. you know? And then there's friends. Like there's that one friend, you know? And with that friend, for me personally, I think that's where the hard work comes in. That's where there's no ghosting. That's where I'm not cutting you off. That's where, okay, you haven't spoken to me today. I'm gonna call you and check up on you because that's my friend. That's the friend where I said, you know what, come rain, come sunshine. I've seen you, I've seen your values. I love you. And, you know, we are not perfect as friends, but we're gonna work on this friendship. So for me, we need to differentiate because I can't be doing the hard work on just a friend, you know, but there's that one friend, guys, and some of us have them, some of us don't, but that's the friendship where you work very hard on. That's the friendship that you don't give up on. That's the friendship that, you know, you just work hard on that friend. You call, let's meet up. I haven't seen you in a week. Let's go have something. Are you okay? You know, so for me, that's where I am. So the other friends, I mean, if you don't talk to me in a week, it's okay. I'll see you at church. I'll see you. And it's like, you know what? I have this friend. Let's go out for a bite. Yeah, let's go for a bite. We can go. Like, we don't have to make things hectic there. You know? Like, if I'm Kulumisi, it's okay. You know, you come back, it's okay. Kulungile, man, we move. You know, those friends, Laweti, busy. There's those busy. I'll see you in a month. We have those friends. But the friends, there's that one friend, guys. That's the hard work. That's the effort you put in. It's like a relationship. It's like a boy and girl relationship. That's the energy you put in there. So I think we need to differentiate.
I think it brings us back to what Utobega was saying, Uguti, we need to put people in categories. So differentiate, Uguti. Behind you.
Angas, I mean, I beg to differ. Maybe, like, Mama Kula is saying to have the friends, and like she is saying, I don't think you have to have that friend. Yes, you don't need to have a friend like that for me. Because I'm that person where we can stay a couple of days not talking and I'm fine. Like, it's not a train smash to me. And I don't know if I'm the type of person who can be that friend. I have a friend who wants me to be what Pumla is talking about. I have a friend who wants me to be that. And I really try. But naye sekangifundile ukuthi I'm not that type of a person. And yes, so I'm saying low maintenance and high maintenance friends can be friends. And I think it just works. Ukuthi nami I know what she needs from me. And nothing is bonile ukuthi okay, no, iviki seliyaphela. I need to pull up my socks and call her. But what it's gonna be on a daily basis, uyazivele naye uyangibekezelela ukuthi iyangihlula leyo angiyikhoni. So we are meeting each other halfway and we are making it work. Yeah.
I think kuya ngokubekezelelana. I'm also I can go on a week without talking to you. But I have friends. I have my friend who One calls me every single day without fail. If she doesn't get me on WhatsApp, she will FaceTime me. She will. I recently found out you can call someone on Instagram through One because she will look for you. Manelisi, leave me alone. Because she is that type of a friend, yabo. So we need to find people that they will understand ukuthi Ngobile might not call, but if she calls me, I'll pick up. And yes, Nomfundo, if you call me, do I not pick up? I might not call, but I do pick up when you call. So I think, yeah, low maintenance friends can be friends with high maintenance friends. But in terms of having the friend where you constantly put in the work you need to then, labo bantu, now as a person, ubatlase kahle, ukuthi okay, in this friendship, it's not that deep. in this friendship, it is that deep. In this, alagna next.
And tell them.
And be able to communicate. I think another thing that makes lama friendships way to tole ukuthi now indaba zakho sezivuzela ngale is because asika tlasani ngendlela right. I see you as my confidant, you see her as the confidant. So mina ngikutshela indaba zami wena uzitshela ngapha because it's not that deep between us, but they are that deep. Yabo asitshelaneni ke ukuthi yazini Chomi, you and I are friends. They're not friends, right? So we also need as people, as friends, to be able to pour into each other ngendlela that the other person wants to receive. In my love languages, we also need to learn our friends' love languages. How our friends receive love, how our friends give love is also a very important thing. Because from our friends, guys, we can be influenced, right? Friends have an influence, whether you like it or not. Whether you can say, I mean, peer pressure. Peer pressure. Friend pressure, right? And you need to see what kind of influence do your friends have. I recently learned a very bad habit from a friend of mine. Lindelo. Lindelo has a horrible way of apologizing. She is I should say sorry. And I've been speaking to her a lot lately, and it's my thing now. When I do something wrong, and a person will be like, you did, I should say sorry. And it's not sincere. It's not a very sincere apology, but should say sorry. So, and I have ubu nonchalant and that I'm trying to let go of because of the people that I was surrounding myself with. I'm just like, no man. I don't care. And me, I'm a very caring person. Ginendaba. Yabo. So ginendaba. So we need to also be able from abangani bethu ukwazi nawe as a person ukubona ukuthi sekayangilahla ke lo yena sekayangilahla. Manelisi is going to stand at the door and creep us out. Manelisi, hold on, right? So our time is up, guys, and we didn't even get to, okay, let's just quickly answer. What is it that we need to nourish our friendships, between our female friendships, girl to girl, not girl to boy? Time. You need to have time with your friends, I agree. This is what ice cream, relax. Yes, communication. Consistency. We need to be consistent with our friends and consistent in the way that we love them, in the way that we show up for our friends. Because I think we don't show up for our friends in the same way we show up for other people. You know, umngani wami is going through this. Shuthi sorry, friend, you'll be fine. But if someone else is going through it, are you okay? Are you good? Do you need prayers? You know, we need to show up for our friends in a consistent way. Genuineness. We need to be genuine with our friends. We need to be so real with our friends. I need to be, and this is something that I don't know how to do, right? With people that I don't really consider friends, right? I have friends, and I just have like people I grew up with. And then I struggle being like, but in emphasizing the fact that now we as one go wrong. I say it once and I'm just like, no, but you were wrong, friend. And then the person continues. I'm just like, not my circus, not my monkey. So I need not my monkey, not my circus. I'm saying, do you, boo? So communication is very limited. So we need to extend grace. But I know we do not agree on the extension of grace. But imagine if God cut you off the way you cut people off. It's not cute. And like sizonyathela, guys, as cool. Let's have a way before we ghost each other. Let's allow people to grow, right? Because we make friends sisesebancane, and then there's certain things ezifikayo emntwini, kunezinto ezihambayo. We learn and we unlearn certain things in people. So I'm all for grace. Does anyone else want to piggy something say on that point? Okay, I need to brave. You need to be a brave friend. Ne? So I think what else do we need in pouring into our friendships? Honesty and fun. Yeah, let's not be boring friends. How are you friends with boring people? Yes, Mpumi? Yes. Categories. So I think our task from here onwards, from this conversation, I think, Mina, for me, the takeaway would be that I need to put people in their spaces and not expect too much from people that are outside certain things. There's people that I know, there's people I know. Fortunately, I work with old people, so they can be my friends and my colleagues. And there's people that go to school. Nikireli transport. We just share transport. We're not really friends like that. We just share transport. We need to understand ukuthi kunabantu that we share experiences with. Just because we were both in the same space at the same time doesn't mean I need to carry you impilo yami yonke. You were just there when I did grade 9 in that one class. But grade 9 when grade 10 now, moving right along. Kanye?
I wanted to say also we need to then also go find out where you stand with someone.
Yes. How do you find out? Yes. I'll take.
Sanmona.
Yes.
Kamalam Tembelihle, I'm from Witbank. So, mina nginombuzo kahle kahle.
Okay.
Is that okay?
It's okay.
Okay.
Manelise is gone, so you can ask.
Umbuzo wami uthi like, is it like a bad thing to, I think it's to not friends.
To be?
To not be able to make friends. Like, I mean, I'm the type of person who would say, I'm not, and it's to me, like, jela or njan, but ngale feeling le, it's like I can't, I feel like I can't find friends who like share the same values with. So like, is it a bad thing? You could say, as much as now abantu who like skule nabo and communicate with whenever we can. Is it a bad thing? Like you could say like ngithi mina, I fail to make new friends or like singibeke njalo so.
Oh, so awuna friend unabantu nje. I think Pumi had said ukuthi it's okay not to have that deep friend, right? But what do we think, guys? Is it okay to not have loyal muntu loyal that you consider friend? Right? I think it's okay as long as you have, friends. You don't have to necessarily have a friend.
I think it depends on your longing. Because for me, it's okay not to have that friend. I'm fine, I made peace with that. But if I really want that friend, then izonghlupha because it's something that I'm longing for. And if I don't feel it, I will always be putting in things that don't fit in there. So you need to assess for yourself, Uguti, do you want friends or are you okay with acquaintances? So it also depends Uguti when ufuna. Yes, and also what Mpumi was saying, okay, on the side, is that you need to develop yourself. That's when you will know, Uguti, should I keep carrying these extra people or abantu engikhule nabo, or should my grace extend thus far only? Because manje shifter from who I really am. So if we just develop ourselves and know who we are, then we will know which things we will be able to personalize our lives to what we want it to be.
Yeah, I think also assessing your needs as a friend. What do you need as a friend? Because sometimes you could be needing attention. You are the type of person or othanda attention. So if unabangani abafana nabonqobile, so who are not going to give you attention, you will land yourself into a depressed state because now you feel lonely, right? Even in the friendship. So assess now as a person, Uguti, what are your needs as a friend? So as we go, Manelis is back. As we go home, I just want us to have honest conversations with ourselves. Uguti, what is it that I need as umngani? Mhlambe umngani ofuna ukukhuzwa. You are the type of friend that edinga ukukhuzwa, abomusa, right? So do you have friends abakhuzayo? Or you and your friends akhuzwana? Right? What type of, are you the friend that needs constant affirmation, right? Because I had a friend, the reason we're longer friends is because she would post a status and I wouldn't say she's pretty. So she was like, why do you not comment on my statuses? I'm just like, it's a picture though. You know? So if you're the type of person that wants hearts and constant, oh my gosh, friend, fire, you're not getting it from me. So you need to assess now as a person, before bang bulala, that is the half part of our discussion. Thank you very much.
Manje sizothatha a 5 minutes break. 5 minutes tops.